Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's training. My name is Michael Towns. I'm super excited. Listen, we have a promotion going on right now. It's designed to elevate your business. It's designed to help you get to your why, whatever reason you got started. My name is Michael Towns. For anyone just joining our family, Syona, welcome aboard. You came in at the right time. In fact, I want to go ahead and get into this training because it's the big Super Bowl weekend. I know people are going to be having parties and traveling and whatnot. So I want you to be able to get to people. However, I do want to ask a question. And the question is, why did we actually join Sign? Now, I know many people actually get involved because of the health. I know for myself, health is vitally important now. I had to relocate it from Dallas, Texas, where I've been residing my seems like ever since I graduated from Tuskegee Institute. I've been in Dallas, Texas. That's where I first got involved with this industry. Things were going great. And then all of a sudden, my mom took sick, subsequently passed, I believe back in 2021, I think it was 2020, 2021. And that's what caused me to focus heavily on my health. Now, I need to anyway, because I had type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure. I need to get rid of those things. Now, I've been able to transform my body. The sign came along at the right time because it helps me to get things done at 59. That anyone who knew me, they knew I was not doing at 29. Another reason many people join our business is because they want more time. They hit a term called passive recurring residual income. They think they can actually do less, and that's going to get them over the top. They're going to have all the time with their family and kids. Hang on, I'm going to speak about that in just a moment. And lastly, of course, people get involved because of the financial resources. One of the great things that I've definitely learned in being in this particular industry, about 33, 34 years or so, is that I learned how to make money with decisions as opposed to only making money with hours. That was major, major for me. But I want to get something very clear to a lot of people because I think this myth has been going on for years, right? Not only has it been going on for a long time, but it's going on across the industry, not just in Sana, but competing companies as well. And again, the reason we all want the passive residual income at the end of the day, all these things, the reason we want better health, we want more time, we want more time with our families, it's because we want to be free, right? Isn't that the true reason why you really got involved? Because you want to be free. And thus, we can actually sum it up. We want a better life. But stay with me. We would definitely want freedom, right? We want a better life, but better does not does not mean easy. Now, I will say it certainly means easier. Okay, don't get it twisted. It definitely means easier, but it doesn't mean easy. See, no matter what we're doing, it still requires effort. Even though we're earning passive, recurring residual income, we're doing something one time, being paid on it over and over again, as you probably have already heard several times. It still requires effort. But with that effort, and this is a huge but, look at the screen very closely. You may want to screenshot this. It does mean less effort. And the whole reason why we're building a team is because we want a lot of people. We're all working with each other. What you bring to the table, along with what I bring to the table, we're all collaborating. And because there's so many of us collaborating together, collaborating rather together, it requires less effort. And at the end of the day, we want everyone to have a better life. In particular, we want people to have better health, you all, mentally and physically. And that actually brings me into our train today. Certainly, if you've been in sauna for maybe you saw a presentation this past week, you certainly heard about our system, which we call a 4x4. Let me ask you something. Instead of it being 4x4, what if it was 2x2? You probably wondered two what, right? Here we go. Here's the 4x4. I like to say it's 4x4 simplified, and it could be 2x2. Imagine being able to acquire just two customers. Not you personally, but say John Doe and Jane Doe. Two customers and two brand affiliates. They can get started on any pack as small as the builder pack, which is only $320. However, so they can have more of our products to use and more to sample out. We definitely recommend people get started, of course, with the 499 pack. That's called the premium pack. Or if they really want more of the samples, and of course, volume, but don't worry about that right now, they can get started with the Pro Pack. So, simply stated, a person gets started as a brand affiliate on any of our packs. When you add the bonuses that are paid out, that's going to be an additional $100 bonus and an additional $150 bonus paid out. Now, keep in mind, the regular $22.50 per trio pack, that's going to be paid out the next week. So that's not going away. I want to make sure that's clear. And then when you get a brand affiliate, you're still going to get 20% of the BP. All right. That again will be paid out next week or the week after you acquire the customers and the brand affiliates. But imagine this, right? Look very closely at the requirements and make sure you screenshot this, or you can ask myself a question, you can ask your senior business partner a question. Make sure you clearly understand the requirements. First of all, this special promotion is going on right now in period two, which started back on January 29th, ends on February 25th, and it's going on period three, starting toward the end of February on the 26th, ending on March the 25th. Now, understand this. Should you get the two customers and the two affiliates? Again, as I mentioned a moment ago, the customer bonus will be paid out the following week. The affiliate bonus, still everything works as it currently has. That bonus is going to be paid out next week. But the special bonus is where you get the extra 150, right, for the brand affiliates and the extra $100 for the customers. That's going to be paid out after the period ends. So, for example, if you got the two customers and the two brand affiliates right now in period two, that person who got started along with you as a brand affiliate, they must be active. What does active mean? Active means you have at least 100 qualifying points, like a trail pack does. Now, keep in mind, it can be individual products a customer may want, but just remember, it has to add up to the required qualifying points, which I'll show you in just a moment. Okay? That bonus again is going to be paid out. The special bonus, the extra $100 and the extra 150 is going to be paid out if the customer and the affiliate join in period 2. The affiliate must remain active in period 2 and in period 3. So that means the bonus will be paid out in period 4. If you acquire the customers and the brand affiliates in period 3, that means that the brand affiliates must remain active, meaning they have 100 qualifying points. They must remain active in periods 3 and 4, and the bonuses will be paid out in period 5. Okay? Look on the screen. You must be active and on subscribe and save. Okay? I'm saying you as the brand affiliate, you, the person who is acquiring the customers, you, okay? You must make sure that you are active, meaning you have 100 qualifying points, and you are on subscribe and save. Now, look what happens if it's just 2 customers that you acquire. Again, if that's a trio pack, when that bonus is paid out, it's $100 if it's done in period 2. Remember, the customer must remain active period 2 and period 3 on $100 bonuses paid out in period 4. If the customers were acquired in period 3, they must remain active and on subscribe and save periods 3 and 4, and the $100 will be paid out in period 5. Same thing goes with affiliates. If a person was acquired to affiliates, they can buy any of the starter packs. It's a $150 bonus paid out to you. Again, the affiliates must remain active. In fact, here it is down here. The new customers' qualifying points must add up to 200 qualifying points. Now, what's nice, a trio pack, that's the Drive, ProBio, and the Vital, a full trio pack adds up to 100 qualifying points. So if you had 2 customers, that's 200 qualifying points. Look very closely at the note at the very bottom of the screen. That affiliate, again, if you acquired them in period 2, they must remain on subscribe and save and remain active periods 2 and 3. And that $150 bonus, it will be paid out in period 4, or if you got those affiliates and customers in period 3, that would mean that those affiliates must remain active on subscribe and save throughout periods 3 and 4, and the 150 bonus be paid out to you in period 5. Of course, we still have the regular 4x4. That's where you have the 4 customers. Again, that's a $200 bonus paid out to you. For the 4 affiliates, that's a $300 bonus paid out to you. Now, keep in mind, again, everything remains as normal. The $22.50, you will receive that the following Monday. So that's paid out again the following week. Whichever starter pack that your affiliate got started on, the 20% of the BP will be paid out the very next Monday. That's normal. It's just the bonuses of $500 there, the 200 and the 300. They're paid out after the period in which the action took place. If it's period 2, the bonus will be paid out again in period 4. If it's period 3, then the bonuses will be paid out again in period 5. What's really nice, okay, is you can mix this up. Let's just say you're very good at getting customers and you acquire 4 customers, okay? 4 customers, you would get the $200 bonus, the regular money, the regular 20% of that trio pack, that 2250 is going to be paid out next Monday. But again, bonus of $200 will be paid out after the current period and the next period. And then when we talk about the affiliates, they get started on any of our starter packs, the builder pack, premium, or the pro, and a $150 bonus will be paid out to you. You're mixing up here. You got 4 customers and 2 brand affiliates, so that's a total of $350. Well, that's still great, right? Of course, I've been nice, I've been a little bit better. 4 customers and 4 brand affiliates, but maybe a little bit better again, customers. Well, go ahead and do that, right? Take advantage of the promotion which is going on. Something that I actually covered a week ago is I said maybe AI can actually help you. You can have AI to be your personal mentor. And what's nice, you can get AI to actually, in fact, you can select ChatGPT, Gemini, or Perplexity, and you can have AI based on what it knows about you. You can get AI to tell you how you actually feel regarding fear, your character, your likes, concerns, influences. In other words, what really moves you. Now, there's only one person that ultimately knows what moves you. That's God, right? And maybe whoever brought you a sign up, we don't really know you. Or maybe your spouse may not know certain things about you or your partner. What I'm suggesting that you do with AI is really going to help you because it's going to help you in terms of why you don't necessarily approach certain people or what you're thinking about. It's going to help you overcome the fear. So, for example, you want to go to ChatGPT. That's what I use as an example. And you want to ask ChatGPT, say, I want you to act as my money and business coach. And you look there on the screen, you see there at the bottom of the screen, I say, I want you to act as my money and business coach. Then you're going to ask AI, you're going to say, ask me 10 questions, yes or no, okay, to uncover my unconscious money beliefs, including how I feel about working hard for money, money being scarce or limited, guilt around earning money. Do you feel guilty earning money? Okay. All right. That could be an issue. AI would to tell you. Have it tell you what do you actually have a fear of being successful visibly? Do you even feel like money and worthiness? Do you feel like you're worthy of additional money or you're worthy of it? Do you actually have a yes or concern about out earning others? That's real big. Or are you concerned about stability versus growth? Again, these are yes, no questions. Look at the screen, just type it all in the same way it is on the screen right there. And then you answer all of the questions. So you see here on the screen, this is where I did this with ChatGPT. I did it on my desktop computer. And you see what error is? You see, I put just 1 yes, 2 yes, 3 yes, 4 no's, and so on and so forth. That's the way you want to answer it. So you just want to say yes or no to questions the AI is asking you. And the key thing is AI is going to learn your character. And based on how you answer these questions, it's going to sort of hold you accountable. It's going to, if you were to ask it after this, what should I be doing today? it's going to tell you based on these answers. A very, very worthwhile exercise. I really hope you do it. Okay. So if you look there on the screen, here's one of my answers. It says, you feel right about money when it's tied to effort. If you guys have been around me, okay, you know how I feel about putting forth effort. In fact, that's one of the key reasons. I'm wrapping this up. That's one of the key reasons why I joined Sana with Mr. Angel O'Vera, co-founder and CEO of Mrs. Baker Michelle, because I was in business with them before. Know the effort that would involve. Now, Miss O'Vera, I used to be at his house. I saw everything that was going on. I saw the time. I saw him half sleep, still making it happen. I saw the sacrifice he had to make, trying to get things worked out with little Lane, with little Angel and his daughter, trying to get them to school, come back, do work. I was like, wow, this guy's really a machine. In other words, that's the way you want AI to know you. Look here what it said. It said, it doesn't mean that you love struggle, because I don't. It means that effort equals equality. Again, that's one of the primary reasons. Let me tell you, I watched Miss Angel Vera do what he did. He earned millions, I think it was over 10, 20 so $1 million in the last business win. I saw that. So I knew when they created Syona, I knew it was definitely going to be fair, and he would make sure, he along with Miss Baker Michelle, they would make sure that we had what we needed and it would be fair. But it definitely requires effort. That's why we want to help you to build a team. That's why they put the promotion that's out there right now. It's designed to get you closer to your why and help you to elevate. As that starts to reproduce, okay, watch how your business just starts to elevate big time, okay? As a matter of fact, this picture right here, closing out, this is just a character that I asked ChatGPT to formalize based on what it knew about me, and this is what it came up with. Okay, I wish I could draw that well, but I can't. Notice it says more time, more life, age with grace, and less effort. We're going to show you how to make money with decisions as opposed to money with only hours. Again, it's most definitely better, but don't get it twisted. Better doesn't mean easy, okay? It definitely means easier, but it does not mean easy. It still requires effort. However, it is certainly less effort. All right? Okay. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. Check with myself, whomever you're working with, one of your founding partners, whoever got you involved in business, and we will help you to take advantage of the promotions we have. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure for that Super Bowl tomorrow, today, or whenever you're watching this, you take the ProBio. People are going to need to cleanse their liver and their kidney, and they may need to drive after consuming all that good stuff. They may need something to kind of help them with their memory, their focus, kind of wake them up a little bit. Certainly, Vital will help them as they need to make sure that they have proper circulation going to every cell, every system. All right. God bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.